Hi, my name is Valerie Szarek, and I am a poet, and I am the very proud winner of the Colorado Authors League Best Single Poem 2020, which I'm going to read to you in just a moment. I was invited to share about why I'm a poet. I also write essay, short story, some nonfiction, but the magic for me is in poetry. When you throw out all those extra words, you can just drop right into the heart of the matter so quickly. It's so simple to have just a few lines that can really capture and inhabit a moment, bring it to life, and say everything. There's also a thing about writing poetry where you allow the poem to take you someplace unexpected. So you might have an idea, you might have a title, you might have a moment. Like my poem that won the award is a tribute to Mary Oliver. It was written the day after she died. And so I wanted just to write a poem about her, who's such an important American artist to so many people. And so I began by inhabiting the moment. It was a January day, I believe it was January 19th, and it was snowing. And so I began with the weather and the moment and how it felt and why it was important to write that poem. And then I followed it. I allowed it to show up as a gift. And poems will lead you in their own direction and always bring an unexpected gift at the end. That's the magic, that's the healing, that's the medicine of poetry. Now, I released a new book in January 2020, yes, in the middle of a pandemic. And the title is Soar Ready Medicine Poems for a Changing World. And so the poetry for me is pure medicine, and I'm hoping to share that with you. And I don't know if that showed up backwards or not, but it's, see, that's more magic. Um, so Mary Oliver led so many of us into the heart journey, into the truth, the rawness, the prayerful beauty of the simplest aspect of life. And she's such an important poet for so many of us. And she was the best-selling poet in American history, and I believe the best known in our modern world. So Mary Oliver wrote a poem entitled The Summer Day, and she has a quote in there that says, "Tell me, what will you do with this one wild and precious life?" So here's my award-winning poem. This winter's day, from Mary Oliver. A full quorum of snow covers my backyard. In the color it should be in January, reclaiming the brown winter dormant grass that drones a longing into the back of my mind. I write this tribute poem on the day after your passing, and it seems it should be snowing. The sun bowing homage while it reads your poems, allowing you to be the one to shine today. You, of course, would give the clouds center stage. That slow us into a deeper rhythm for this one day, this one wild and precious day, in this one wild and precious life. You would take time to count crows and weave ibis wings upon your tongue, seeking prayers in a blade of grass beneath a broken bottle in an abandoned city lot. Your knees knowing the soil, and the winds your voice. And for so many of us, your precious words, wild and free. So thank you to Mary Oliver. Thank you to the Colorado Authors League for recognizing and honoring my poem, my tribute to Mary Oliver. A lot of poems are trilogies and elegies. I've heard some people say that without the elegy, there would be no poetry, that so many poems are elegies. My favorite quote is by Julie Cummings, who's the president of our National Federation of State Poetry Societies, Julie Cummings. And she says, every poem is a love poem. So that's how I open my book, Medicine Poems for a Changing World. I have a new website, poetval.com, where you can hear some of my work. I'm a poet. I teach writing workshops. I'm a musician, an artisan, and I have a shamanic healing practice. And all of this comes together in the magic of the words to me. In the healing school, they used to say everything heals everything. And I believe that's true. And I believe the word, the breath, the word, the spoken frequency and vibration is the magic really beneath everything. And that can change the world. My poetry is shamanic in nature. And so I want you to just hear this line, the opening, a few lines out of my opening poem. And so just feel this, the unexpected nature of the way these words come in. I had my feathers replaced today, along my shoulders and the back of my neck. The old ones hardly catching the currents anymore. I'd forgotten to molt and hung on to everything I ever had. Today, I let go, pluck the disheveled and replace them with the grand. Part angel, part great blue heron, and downy owl feathers along my spine. I don the talon feet of hawk, firm, relaxed, unfettered by storms. I see the moon different, shadows as friends. So thank you, everybody. I hope you're writing. I hope you trust the word and just catch them and put them down when they come through your mind. And my website again is poetval.com. Thank you for listening.